My goal would be to start off as a high school English teacher and then eventually move up into an administration position.
I would like to be an elementary teacher, specifically like kindergarten, like the younger grades.
Where did you job shadow?
I job shadowed in Mrs. Holt's classroom in the middle school.
I job shadowed here at school. I did Mrs. Glenn's class in the elementary.
What did you do while you were there?
Class discussions, just kind of discuss what she does on a day-to-day basis and things like that.
I made some copies of papers and I read the Lorax to the kids.
What was your favorite memory while job shadowing?
Probably discussing The Giver. That's a book she's been reading with her 8th grade class that I really enjoyed personally. So kind of going over the plot and things like that with the class.
After your experience, are you still interested?
Yes. I would still be a teacher after doing this. There's definitely some things that it kind of opened my eyes to, but overall I think I would still enjoy being a teacher.
Yes.
It kind of sucks that this is my last year playing baseball for Fairgrove. I know I'm going to miss it, but hopefully next year I'll still be playing somewhere in college just so I don't miss the sport and I get to continue after high school. So the weather impacts how we play, like in many ways. Obviously with baseball, you can't play in the rain, like unless you're playing on turf or some other type of field. So the weather kind of impacts if you can play or not. And obviously if it's cold, it's harder to swing, harder to throw, but you just have to find a way to battle through the elements and come out on top. Next Tuesday we play Skyline, and they're pretty good. Obviously they beat us last year in district championship, but they've lost a few seniors, so hopefully we can come out on top. I think we're the better team on paper, but we got to play well.
So I feel like our team chemistry is really good. We all get along really well, and we can joke with each other, not get mad at each other, and I feel like we're just really close as a team. So far this season we are 8-1, and we won the Clever tournament, went 4-0 that tournament, and beat a good Aurora team twice. Personally, I feel like we have a good shot at making it far into the season, maybe even have a chance at going to state. We have a really good chance at winning our district, and it looks like there's a good chance that we can beat those teams, so maybe we can make it pretty far.
This season so far is going pretty good. We had kind of a rough start with a few games, but I think we picked it up with a big win against Stratford in Pierce City, and I think this following season is going to be really good, and I think that we're just going to have a great season. Our team has really improved from last season. I think just because of we got a lot more upcoming girls that are really good and bringing a lot to the table for this team, and we put a lot of work during the off seasons and through the summer with summer ball and everything, and I think it's really helped us in performing well on the field. I think the biggest thing that we can improve on as a team is just whenever we have a bad game or like we struggle in the field or at bat, that we'll be able to pick it up the next time and just be able to perform better and just erase it out of our minds and not bring each other down.
I think the team chemistry is probably some of the best that out of all the sports besides maybe a couple. We all get along really well. We all support each other with everything we do. Even outside of softball, we're all very supportive. I'd like to improve on focusing more on the ball, like whenever it's coming into my glove, and maybe my batting and bunting could use a little support, get better at it. I think there's a lot of open, good opportunities for playing softball as a freshman. I mean, it might be hard not like starting varsity, but I think other than that, all the wins and being a team as a whole is a good opportunity for everybody to be involved.
So what made me pick my event was I tried for the relays, but I was too slow for that. So I went in to go, I was about talking to Coach Buff about being a manager, but he's told me to try shot put, so I tried that. Alright, so the team's performance within the last few meets, our relays have done really well. They've gotten first and second, and I'm not sure about the other events. I know they've placed in a lot of things, but that's about it, so pretty low. So the way I've improved personally on my event is a lot of it is just form and technique. So within the last few weeks, that's pretty much all we're working on right now is technique, and then hopefully within the next few weeks we get a lot better and we start placing in a few of the meets.
I've been doing track since 7th grade, and I started in hurdles since 7th grade, and there hasn't been much competition the entire time, so I've just done it the entire time at every meet. The day of a meet, I prepare by there are hurdles already set up on the track whenever the meet starts, so I can just practice by going up to those and running a few. The events I'm doing are 300 hurdles and 110 hurdles.
I would say the biggest difference between actually doing an event and just managing the team would be like you don't really have the competitiveness if you were doing an event, and basically you just go to each event and watch the people from Fairgrove and basically write down what they get, and yeah.
Overall, I think this season is doing really, really good. I think based on like the beginning of the season to now, a lot of our players have progressed a lot, like with our fundamentals. I think this season, more than anything, is about all of our players' progression. So I enjoy this season a lot. As for Greenwood, I think we could do pretty good. I think as long as we've got ourselves in that right mindset of like being competitive, being aggressive, really getting to the ball, that we could have a really good chance against Greenwood. Okay, so I think my favorite part about playing soccer isn't really like, well, it's definitely the game, but also just my team. I absolutely love my team. I think it's safe to say I'm friends with everyone, and just seeing everyone's commitment and just having that those people to fall back on and to work with is definitely my favorite part.
This year's seniors, 2022, we've been really working hard on just planning our futures, and here are a few of our seniors' plans after high school.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Chandler, and I'm going to be graduating this year. I'm going to be attending Drury for the next 4 years, and I'm also going to be cheering there. I'm going to be studying elementary education, and hopefully one day I will be a kindergarten teacher.
I'm Brielle. I graduate this year, 2022. When I graduate, I plan to attend OTC for 2 years and then transfer to MSU and pursue a education in agricultural business.
Okay, so my name is Cord Adams. What I plan on doing after high school is I plan on going up to Nevada, a technical school by Lamar, about an hour drive away. So I plan on going there for a welding school actually. So later on in my life I can go to a pipeline welder.
Hello, my name is Preston Cotenbeetle, and after I graduate high school, I'll be moving to New Mexico for about a month and working on a construction crew to get some experience down. And then hopefully moving back here and getting my own apartment, going to OTC, and getting a small thing for construction and starting my own business someday. That's my plans.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Hamp, and I'm going to be going to OTC with my A+ program scholarship thing. And I plan on doing their EMP program, which is electronic music production, and I'll be going into the field of movie production, where I'll be producing audio and just high quality mixtapes basically for movies.
Hi, I'm Seth. I'm going to OTC through the A+ program, and it'll be free tuition for me, and I'll just have to pay for books. And I'm going to do a general studies education there, where I'll just kind of figure out what type of job I want in the future and what I'm looking for, what I like.
Hi, my name is Josh. I plan to attend Evangel University after high school. I hope to play soccer there, and then I also hope to pursue a degree in physical education to eventually one day become a coach and a PE teacher.
My role in the play is consumer number 3. I am an actor in the advertisement bits and the little skits and gags in between the rounds, and basically just fill in time while they change between scenes. That's honestly what it is, but it's really fun. I love working on it. My expectations for the play are actually really good. They did a really good job with the writing, Cooper and Alex. They did a really good job. It's really well written. I love the plot. I love all the humor, the gags, the skits.
My role in the play is that I'm the assistant director, which means that I help Miss Holland with blocking or like helping the actors like just perfect whatever they want help on. My main expectations is that I just really want my actors to learn and grow, whether that be in acting or with friendships, and I want them to just have fun, because like for the seniors especially, like this is their last play, so I want them to be able to grow and like just mentor the underclassmen or like the juniors or whatever, and I just want them to have like a lot of fun with that risk.
I am an actor in the play, and I play Savannah Black. My main expectations are that the play will go over smoothly, that we'll fix any kinks or bumps or anything else, and that we'll grow as actors and as friends. Our show is At Risk. It was written by Alex Bates and Cooper Zumwalt, and it'll be April 1st and 2nd at 7 p.m.
The club I'm in is sad. It's pretty exciting, but it's kind of feels like a part of my life is ending because I've been here since first grade and school's just going away now. The activities I do in school are track and weights. And I did football, but that's over now as well. So I decided to stay in A+ for 2 semesters because I felt like I would be kind of leaving them, and because we grew a great relationship, me and my students, and then didn't want to leave them for a class that I didn't really need.
The Fairgrove baseball team is 8-1 this year, with their only loss being to a tough Bolivar team. In Coach Overstreet's last season as the head baseball coach, the baseball team looks to have a successful season. We asked Kyle Fritz what his thoughts were about this season.
So far this season, it's been really good. We came out with a really good win against Aurora to win the Kleber Championship. So far, we've only played a few regular season games, but it's looking to be a very good season. So now, talking about some key players. Obviously, we have our players coming back from last year. But a main role in the season is probably going to be Andrew Fabian. Just getting that pitching depth that we really need, that we need to go far into the playoffs and stuff like that. He's really upped his velo this year. He grew quite a bit, put some muscle on his body. Along with pitching, Garen Geitz is also up his velo. His control's looking really good. Had a good outing versus Aurora. Hayden Carver also is looking really good for the pitching. On the hitting side of things, key players probably, Ryken Atkins. He's always been a solid hitter, but this year he's really changed his approach and he's looking pretty good up at the plate. And we have Cade Gallion. Cade's, stroking the ball. He's had really good at-bats throughout the entire Kleber tournament, as well as Landon Taylor. His stroke is looking good. He's, ball's coming off the bat really hard. Probably what I'm looking most forward to this year in baseball is probably playing Stratford. Last year we had some really crazy games with them, and I know they're trying to, get us back for what we did, put 3 home runs over the fence against them last year. But probably that's the most exciting game I'm looking forward to. As a team, just seeing the ball come off the bat. I know we have a lot of kids that can hit the ball really far, and I'm just excited to see what we can do on the field. I feel like a major goal for this baseball season is just 3 non-negotiables that we talk about at practice every day. That's energy, effort, and communication. Those 3 things really incorporate a lot into our baseball team and how successful we are. So it's just based off of those 3 things. I'm hoping we can go deep, make a good run, but basically just focusing on ourselves mainly in those 3 non-negotiables and just playing to the best of our ability.